Can I post a video of the passage? With pleasure. This is from J.D. Vance's Hillbilly Elegy, Chapter 11, the pre-2016 version. So this is before Peter Thiel got to it. So Chapter 11, he talks about meeting his boys in Harvard, yada, yada, yada. I read this back in the day, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, my closest friends had already graduated or were about to, but many stayed in Columbus after graduation. Though I didn't know it, I was witnessing a phenomenon that social scientists call brain drain, yada, yada, yada. Years later, Years later, I looked at my wedding party of 6 groomsmen and realized that every single one of them had, like me, fucked a couch. All of us had found ourselves beheld by the eroticism of 2 cushions, side by side, with that lush, inviting valley between. We all knew how to respect one, too, with a rubber glove and any lubricant you had on hand. All of us were lonely at some point, pushed away by the women in our lives. It was our outlet and an unspoken yet open secret between us. To want for a couch is to be, and to lay with one as one does, is a rite of passage into the chambers of manhood. Fucked a couch.
Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on this video, and as you guys can see what is going on, J.D. Vance has been accused of being a little too frisky with couches. Now, it is unclear whether or not this is factual, but what it is factual is that this is out there. Somebody brought it out. It's weird, so we're going to talk about it. I also brought it upon myself to bring in other content creators' videos regarding this matter. J.D. Vance is the VP in process with Donald Trump, in bed with Donald Trump. They're supposed to be quote-unquote great again, right? And let me just say, guys, to make the record clear, I am not a Republican. I am not a Democrat. I am just a tax-paying citizen who is concerned about the status of this country. With that being said, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, and I hope you enjoy. Bye.
J.D. Vance and I were lovers. My name is Chase Lounge, and I have been in a consensual human-to-sofa relationship with J.D. Vance. We met online on the Ashley website, not Ashley Madison, sorry, Ashley Furniture. He said after years of being with couches, he wanted to try an armchair, and he eventually checked me out and brought me home. At first, I didn't know he was married. I thought that the woman that was there was a friend. And then he started showing our relationship off in front of her. You know, what first started as him just kind of rubbing his arms against my back, became a little bit more aggressive. He would fully sit on me while she was in the house. He would pretend to watch Fox News, but the second she would leave, he'd turn on, you know, HGTV or QVC or sometimes Antique Roadshow. He's just always looking for that next vintage ottoman. After a while, things got a little difficult. I find him falling asleep on the couch. I'm skinny, as you can see. I'm just a little guy here, and I'm never going to be a sectional. The night that he came home, sat down on me and was leafing through his Wayfair catalog, I knew it was over for us. I come out with my story not because he's going to be running for vice president, but because I can't see another one of J.D. Vance's sofas on the Facebook marketplace. J.D. Vance, I won't let you sit all over us. I'm standing up for love.
Okay, in case you missed it, because we've all been rightfully caught up in the Democratic chaos that's going on, I just need to make sure that nobody missed what's going on with J.D. Vance right now. So let's just do like a little rundown real quick. Okay, so what had happened was J.D. Vance fucks a couch. J.D. Vance writes down and publishes on paper in a book about how he likes fucking couches. After that's published, J.D. Vance maybe has some second thoughts and is like, maybe I should not be telling the world that I liked fucking a couch. So J.D. Vance republishes the book in a second edition, removing the reference to the couch fucking. Fast forward a couple years, J.D. Vance is selected as the Republican vice presidential nominee. Somebody, somewhere out there, reads in J.D. Vance's first edition book that he likes fucking couches. That person comes online and is like, hey, did y'all know that the vice presidential nominee likes to fuck a couch? couch. Somebody else cracks open the second edition of Vance's book, does not find any reference to couch fucking, and then starts a rumor that the J.D. Vance couch fucking story is itself a rumor. 1 billion news organizations then publish headlines titled, "No, J.D. Vance did not fuck a couch." Then the Twitter sleuths all get to the bottom of it and find out that yes, J.D. Vance did in fact fuck a couch. It was published only in the first edition of his book. And all of these newspapers have now had to retract their statements because number one, they looked in the wrong edition of the book, but number two, even if it hadn't been referenced in the book, there's no way that they can tangibly prove that J.D. Vance, in fact, did not fuck a couch. So in case you've been confused about the whole couch fucker thing, there you go, that's what you missed.
Now, I would call her up here to come and speak, but then I think I'd have to sleep on the couch tonight, so. I think I'd have to sleep on the couch tonight, so. I think I'd have to sleep on the couch tonight, so.
Hi, Mr. J.D. Vance. I'm Nancy. How are you? Welcome to Couch World. I hear you're looking for a new sofa.
It's nice to meet you. Yes, I'm looking for a new couch to love up on. And I'm loving all I see.
All right, then. Okay, so here we go. This is one of our best sellers here.
I love the size.
Yeah, she's quite large. Very popular.
May I touch?
Oh, of course.
Soft.
Yeah, machine washable as well.
Good to know. She'll be needing it. Where are the gaps between the cushions?
Oh, it's actually one large cushion, so no need to worry about all that.
That's no good, is it? Nowhere to insert myself.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, she's pretty, but I'm looking for something with a lot of cushions. Something I can really sink myself into.
Keep doing that thing with your tongue.
I'm sorry.
Never mind. I got something else you might like. Follow me.
All right. Goodbye, sweetheart.
All right, now this one here, this one has all removable cushions. Everything is separate, top and bottom.
Oh, yeah. She's sexy.
Yeah.
I love it.
I know, I can tell. Yeah.
Want to come home with Daddy? Sold. Pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah. Doing business with you, too. Get you checked out.
Right behind you. You can call me Vice President.
We did reach out to Vance's office for a comment on your decision to publicly share your correspondence with him, with us. And here's what a spokesperson for Vance says, Sophia. They say, quote, "It's unfortunate this individual chose to leak decade-old private conversations between friends. Senator Vance values his friendships with individuals across the political spectrum. He has been open about the fact that some of his views from a decade ago began to change after becoming a dad and starting a family. And he has thoroughly explained why he changed his mind on President Trump. Despite their disagreements, Senator Vance cares for Sophia and wishes Sophia the very best." Now, I want to ask you about that last sentence in just a moment, Sophia, if I may. But first, what he's saying here is that these issues, of which we've touched on some, from reparations to the police to racism, that this all changed because he had a family, because he became a dad. Do you think that that could be the case?
I mean, I don't live in J.D. Vance's head, obviously, but what I've seen is a chameleon, someone who is able to change their positions and their values depending on what will amass them political power and wealth. And I think that's really unfortunate because it reflects a lack of integrity. This isn't someone who evolved on one or two issues and with new information. This is someone who has changed their opinion on literally every imaginable issue that affects everyday Americans in this country and changed the way they speak about people.
J.D. Vance done gave fuck your couch a whole new meaning. Whoa! Boy, I know Ashley hate to see him coming. Oh, man! Somebody said he did not have sexual relations with that man. Oh, my God, bro. Imagine you as his wife, kicking him out the bedroom, and he happy. He happy to go sleep on the couch. He ain't sleeping on the couch. He's sleeping with the couch. He laying up in the couch. Standing up in the couch. Okay, I'm done. Also, this man just did an interview on TV where he was like, oh yeah, my wife, she's cool. She ain't white, obviously, but hey, she'll do. She's a good mom. What? I'm paraphrasing, but if you go watch it, that's essentially what he said. Like, yeah, she ain't white, but I still love her. She's a good mom. Damn, bro.
I brought you all here for a big announcement, and I guess it's time that I actually get on to making the announcement part. What is it? Oh. All right. Thank you, sir.
Oh no.
Why? It's a blank fucking page. They cut it. They cut the couch fucking. Oh my god.
Now why is this bookstore employee or person who says they're a bookstore employee convinced that J.D. Vance definitely had relations with a couch? Maybe it's because of the TikTok edits with J.D. Vance and a couch and suggestive music, or maybe it's because of this tweet, which was tweeted on July 15th, and as far as I can tell, is the only evidence that such a passage exists. But it's not even evidence, because if you go to that page in the original book, you will find it blank, just like someone in the comments of this video. And I really, if you think about it for a second, like when I first saw it, I had that tendency too to like be like, that is so crazy, but man, politics are weird. Which is true, politics are weird, especially nowadays. But to think for a moment that J.D. Vance, a man who was pretty clear about his political aspirations, even in 2016, when Hillbilly Elegy was published, would put such a passage in a memoir about his life, is just like, shouldn't it cause any of us pause? And it just bothers me because people watch the news and they're like, well, you can't believe everything you see on the news, but then like see, something on TikTok and they're like, oh my God, J.D. Vance, the couch. So yeah, don't believe everything you see on.
Have you heard about the J.D. Vance couch story?
No.
So there was, on the internet, somebody said that J.D. Vance took one of those surgical rubber gloves when he was younger and put it in a couch and then made love to himself. Had love in the couch. Okay?
Okay.
So
Desperate.
So then AP, the news organization, right, comes out with an article that says J.D. Vance did not have sex with his couch.
Okay.
So they originally came out with an article that said he did, but then they came out with an article that said they didn't.
And did the couch consent?
So now J.D. Vance, everywhere on the internet, is making fun of him because they think he had sex with his couch. So this is what the current VP, who's running for VP, is dealing with.
Okay.
Do you think that he had sex with his couch?
I would normally say no, but this guy, maybe yes.
But the AP came out and said, not only did the AP come out and say that he didn't have sex with his couch, but then, so that would have been a retraction, but then they took down the retraction, and so now there's just nothing. So what do you think that means?
Well, I think, first of all, by you playing this story true or not, people who've never heard of it, like me, will now know about him doing this. Whether it's true or not, we're going to think about it. So maybe they took it down because it wasn't real, or maybe they took it down because they're very mad.
But they took down the denial.
Oh, the denial, because he probably... I don't know. I don't know what to think. The whole thing does not look good, though. If you're that desperate that your couch can't even say no, what are you going to do? Poor guy. Not looking good.
So all over the internet now, people are calling him a couch effer. And everybody, the whole internet is cracking jokes about him having sex with a couch, even though he didn't, even though there was an article that came out and said he did, that was then retracted, but then was pulled down.
Can I ask where the article came from in the first place?
The original came from
I mean, honestly, how do you even make that up?
Originally it was like some blogger or a tweet by a guy who came out and said that he had, I'll read it to you. On page 179 to 81, Hillbilly Elegy, which is his book, J.D. Vance talks about effing an inside-out latex glove between two couch cushions. I'm so glad this coming from the guy who claims about family values. Now, mind you...
It's in his book.
Mind you, this is what came out. So AP ran the story based on this tweet.
On his book, based on what he wrote.
Except for the fact that when everybody went to go check in the book, it wasn't in the book.
Well, maybe he reprinted it thinking it wasn't a good look for him.
So what should JD do at this point, considering this is going to go forever? How would you handle it if you were his publicist?
If I was his publicist, I would get a couch and make it look extremely sexy. I would put long eyelashes on it, put it in a little skirt, dress up the couch, making it look really attractive, and then have him sitting on it or something. Just to, I mean, you can't fight it. You might as well go straight head into it. I don't know.
Like you're saying he went right head into the couch?
No, I mean head into whatever this is going to be.
Okay. Thank you for explaining it to me.